Happy New Year, everyone. So this week's flag is Egypt. The North African country has made the news recently for two reasons. The biggest one is the fact that Egypt, along with Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Ethiopia, and Iran, have officially joined BRICS, which is a organization that was based on an acronym first used by Goldman Sachs, an investment bank, in 2001. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and by Goldman Sachs was identified as some of the fastest growing economies in the world. In essence, what we learn about at GCSE and A-level as NEE, or Newly Emerging Economies. They clubbed together, created a group where they meet regularly in order to see how they can sort of further grow and challenge the Western order. And one of the ways in which they think of challenging the Western order is by expanding. And they've just expanded by adding an extra 5 countries. Lots of these countries are actually oil-producing countries. And actually the new BRICS Plus, as they call it, put together, covers about more than 50% of the world's population and accounts for 20% more GDP than the whole of G7 put together, which is a huge direct challenge to the Bretton Woods system that was established by the United States after the Second World War in the 1940s. So it's big news for Egypt that is going to play a bigger and bigger role in Africa in general, but also in the wider geopolitical world. And then from a navigation and trade point of view, you might have seen in the news in that the Bab el Mandeb Strait, which connects the Gulf of Aden and Indian Ocean to the Red Sea, is actually a pinch point between Yemen and Somalia and Djibouti. And during the Christmas holidays, there's a lot of an increase in piracy, which has meant that more and more ships have actually having to navigate around Africa rather than go through the Suez Canal, which is a huge drop of revenue for Egypt and a massive concern in a kind of ever globalizing world.